Happening this week and next, the 50th anniversary of the Jewish Book and Art Festival. Authors from across the globe are coming to Houston to share their stories. This includes Josh Weiss, author of Beat the Devils. He is joining us now live this morning. Josh, great to see you. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing great. So tell us about your book, Beat the Devils.
Yeah, I mean, it's an alternate history, murder mystery, film noir inspired story about Morris Baker, a Jewish Holocaust survivor who's now working for the Los Angeles Police Department as a homicide detective in 1958. And this is in a reality where Joseph McCarthy, sort of the poster child for the Red Scare, is president and is kind of whipping up fear and paranoia in the country against suspected communists, and that includes Jews. And Morris has to kind of confront this fascist government when two men turn up dead, and those two men happen to be Walter Cronkite and John Huston.
So your book is fiction, but there are a lot of parallels to what's going on in America today. So what was your inspiration?
Yeah, I mean, it never really occurred to me to write an allegory for, modern day America. I mean, I wrote this in college, long before, the most recent presidency and everything. But I was really kind of more inspired by the likes of, Robert Harris, who wrote Fatherland, and Michael Chabon, who wrote The Yiddish Policeman's Union, and Watchmen by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons, just these really great alternate histories that work really well with film noir and sort of those tropes. So, it was just kind of, I wanted to write an intriguing what if story. And it just kind of, as the years went on, it kind of just became, I kind of started seeing stuff in the headlines that reminded me of the book. It was a little eerie.
I want to shift gears here slightly for a second. Over the last several weeks, Kanye West has been making headlines with his anti-Semitic remarks. Where do you think we are as a country right now?
I mean, it's a good question. I mean, it's disheartening to see someone with such a large following, saying such hateful and bigoted things, and it just goes to show that anti-Semitism is not going away, and it's not a thing of the past, and that really, it really is, that is explored in the novel. I mean, it is a work of fiction, but this character who experienced Nazism firsthand in the concentration camps during World War II, he's liberated by the Americans, and he thinks he's going, and then he moves to America, and he thinks he's coming to this, utopian land where everybody's equal and considered, everybody's treated fairly, and he realizes that's not the case. That hatred can thrive anywhere, even in a supposedly democratic country. So, it's sad that this is something this is not new, and we need to work. I mean, it's very heartening that many people have come forward and supported the Jewish people and spoken out against anti-Semitic remarks and attitudes and cut ties with people like Kanye West. It's just, we have to call these things out and kind of nip it in the bud before it kind of takes root and spirals out of control.
Yeah, certainly some great points that you just made there. All right, let's talk about what you're working on next.
Yeah, so a direct sequel to Beat the Devils, Sunset Empire, will be out from Grand Central Publishing on March 28th, 2023. It's Morris Baker's second adventure, and I'm really excited about it.
March 28th, 2023. Okay, we're making a note of that. Thank you, Josh Weiss, author of Beat the Devils. Appreciate your time this morning. I do want to mention that Josh will be holding a book reading and discussion this Sunday at 3:30 in the afternoon at the Murfish Teen Center on South Rice. You can also find his book, Beat the Devils, both in hardcover and Kindle versions right now on Amazon and other major book retailers.